Hello everyone, namaste. Welcome to my channel. This is my very first video on YouTube. So basically, in today's video, we'll be discussing about the GST reformation, which was recently introduced. What we'll do, we'll try to understand. हम समझना चाहेंगे कि ये GST आखिर में आया क्यों है, and क्या ये सही में it's a very bold move from a government. So we'll understand why exactly this was introduced, and what was the reason behind introducing this, and what what was the change, what is new, and what would be my opinion on it. And also we'll understand basically what are the the slab they have introduced, and what are the things, the essential items or the goods which the end consumer can benefit from. Okay, so हम पहले स्टार्ट करते हैं टू अंडरस्टैंड when was this GST slab started and who started it. So basically देखा जाए तो गवर्नमेंट इसको काफ़ी it's like a bold move, or something. They are saying that they studied the GST in depth, and then they brought this particular new formation in GST. So this was earlier introduced. The GST launch date was somewhere around 1st of July to 2017, and it was brought by BJP government. And in that basically the earlier slab structure was 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28%. And I'm not sure how much do you guys follow the Sansad. um, and basically government argued and gave a reason, because India has a diverse economy, and they wanted to bring diverse slabs on essential goods and luxury items, and a single slab will not be practical for this particular essentials. And that's the reason the 5%, 12%, 18%, and 28% was introduced. Okay, uh, and this was the reason what the government has given. So हमने देखा होगा, आपने पहले भी नोटबंदी जब हुई थी तभी भी उन्होंने यही कुछ ऐसा ही दिया था रीज़न, एंड देन दे स्टॉप्ड इट. And until now they don't agree to it that this was something एक फेलियर था गवर्नमेंट के लिए. uh, um, yeah, that was a very wrong move by the government, which they don't agree to it. So for me, when I understood basically GST reformation, I think initially in 2017, when this particular GST was introduced of 4 slab, गवर्नमेंट समवेयर दे अंडरस्टूड, या कहीं वो समझ चुके हैं कि दिस इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू वर्क. ओके, and maybe they might they came up with a very aggressive or very a very instant slabs, like the 4 slabs. So basically there है, दुरुस्त है, but ठीक है. So yeah, so what changed or what's new? So basically the 4 GST tier structure, that is 5% what we just spoke about, 12%, 18, 28, has been replaced with just 2. I can say 3, because it's 5% for the essential goods and services, 18% for most standard goods and services, and 40% as a demerit or luxury or sin, like we call about the tobacco item, the cigarettes and all. The 40% has been introduced on that. So let's understand by side comparison. Okay, क्या सस्ता हुआ है, क्या महंगा हुआ है, और क्या काफ़ी ज़्यादा ही महंगा हो गया है. हाँ, जो so before, like the essential goods like food items, soap, or maybe I'll just put it on the right hand side of my screen. So what, what was earlier of 5%, 12% and 18%, now it's been reduced to 5% or 0%. So household essentials like hair oil, soap, shampoo, toothbrush, toothpaste, everything has been brought down in the GST structure. Then we have consumer goods. Consumer goods, it was 18 to 28% earlier. Now they have removed the 28% slab and only 18% would stay. Luxury and sin items. Earlier, it was always, the luxury and the sin items were always at a higher category in the earlier slab as well. I know it was 28%, but also there was a cess which was added to it. So the cess has been removed now, and the overall GST which would be introduced for luxury and sin items would be 40%. The very bold and I can say a very effective or the right step was to introduce or to remove this GST on the insurance policy. So earlier for the insurance policy 18% which the government used to take, now it has been exempted. सो जो भी आगे जाके इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी ख़रीदना है उसके ऊपर आपको GST पे नहीं करना पड़ेगा. So we went more deep into to this particular reformation to understand exactly ये change आया क्यों है. And as per Nirmala Sitaram and her team, basically they have given few reasons. I'll read it. So boost consumption and ease the tax burden, simplify the GST formation. Yeah, it looks very simplified. There will be only two categories, 5% and 18%, and accordingly the goods would be distributed. Improve affordable and essential. So affordable, see what happens. So for example, if I want to buy a product from a market, so मैं जाता हूँ एक प्रोडक्ट लेने के लिए मार्केट में. मुझे let's take an example. I need to buy some project item for my kid. Okay. So अब वो डिपेंड करता है on so for example, like if there is a company who is manufacturing this pen. Okay, ये GST के साथ 10 रुपये में आता था. अभी जैसे GST कम हो गया है तो इट्स ए कंपनीज रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी टू सेल इट एट ए लेसर प्राइस. अगर ये पेन मार्केट में लोग 10 रुपये में लाएंगे तो कंज्यूमर को इससे कोई फ़ायदा नहीं होगा. सो गवर्नमेंट ने ये भी चीज़ देखी है. आई थिंक Mr. Piyush, he also put on a Twitter. I'll try to find it. If I find it, I'll put a screenshot on the right hand side of the window, where he has requested to not to make profit from this formation. The profit should go to the end users. So the next point was support small and medium business. काफ़ी अच्छा पॉइंट है, बट मुझे ये समझने नहीं आया है कि हमने लास्ट टाइम जब इंट्रोड्यूस किया था 2017 में, वी डिडंट थॉट अबाउट इट कि वी नीड टू सपोर्ट आवर स्मॉल एंड मीडियम स्केल बिजनेस. सो 8 साल गवर्नमेंट ने कुछ नहीं किया बिकॉज देयर वाज, see, I know we have a very strong opposition right now, and you see the opposition, the Congress or the India गठबंधन, कभी भी ऐसे कुछ मुद्दे आते हैं तो काफ़ी स्ट्रिक्टली खड़े हो रहे हैं. and there is someone who is opposing the wrong call of the government, and even for this the Congress and the India गठबंधन, so you might have heard multiple time on televisions calling it as a gabbar tax. So they stood to their the agenda, the Congress and criticism. I think this could be one of the reason for government to take back this step. what they introduced in 2017. सो मेरे ओपिनियंस आपके ओपिनियंस अलग हो सकते हैं. यू माइट थिंक आई यू माइट थिंक कि शायद नहीं, गवर्नमेंट ने काफ़ी टाइम के बाद रियलाइज़ किया. सो वॉट एवर वुड बी अ रीज़न, बट आई सी इट्स एज ए फेलियर, one of the policies which was introduced by the Indian government, or I can say the BJP government. uh, या और भी एरियाज़ है जहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट ने काम करना चाहिए टैक्सेशन पे. एंड जो भी कर रहे हैं, जब तक एंड यूज़र्स को कुछ प्रॉफिट मिल रहा है तब तक टॉप नॉच. एंड वी नीड टू रियली हैव अ स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑपोजिशन इन दिस डेमोक्रेसी. सो आपके ओपिनियंस कुछ और हो सकते हैं. अगर आपको लगता है कि यू आर नॉट ओके विद दिस द वीडियो व्हाट आई हैव क्रिएटेड, और इफ़ यू हैव अ डिफरेंट ओपिनियन, please feel free to comment in this video. I'll go through it and I'll see what are the things which needs to be improved. I'll work on it, and accordingly I'll create a video next time. Alright then, thank you so much. This is my very first video. If you liked it, then please like the video, subscribe my channel, and please do share it with everyone. Thank you so much. Bye everyone.